Hello, welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson. Our first guest, Stephen Frisch, Executive Director, and Jaziel Green, Life Enhancement Coordinator with Bloom Senior Living, share how Bloom Senior Living is bringing the family touch to senior care in the Low Country. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Your first time here.
Yes.
And Bloom is rather new on the island and in Bluffton. I mean, when I say rather new, last several years, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell us a little bit about Bloom Care versus other senior care companies.
Well, Bloom Senior Living is family owned and operated, and we like to think we're inspired by our Chief Inspiration Officers, Ruth and Richard, who are the grandparents of our bosses now. And we own 6 communities now in Ohio, Indiana, and then here in South Carolina. And we just take the family approach to where everything, as executive directors, have the power to just make everything seem like home for our residents. So every decision we make, we get to make it just for our residents and our community. It doesn't have to work in another community, but as long as it works in our community.
Right, I think that's so important. And so there is a location here on Hilton Head as well as in Bluffton, correct?
Yes, ma'am. 840 Road is our Bloom and Bluffton location, and then 35 Beach City Road is our island community.
And so what exactly are the differences? I think a lot of people aren't savvy on what's the difference between independent living, assisted living, and memory care communities.
Well, independent living, basically these folks could live on their own. They just either them or their families choose to have an extra layer of security to where they can live in a building to where there's other elders and there's caretakers there in case they needed some help with something. Assisted living, more residents probably need help with medication management or some of their activities of daily life, their ADLs. And then memory care are folks who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia, and they need that extra touch, that extra person who's been trained in dealing with memory care. We try to focus on in memory care, what's new today might be new again tomorrow.
Right.
But you need to just focus on the resident and their daily moment of success, and then just care for their resident how they need to be cared for that day.
And does Bloom encompass all those areas?
Yes, ma'am. We have Riverside at Belfair, which is independent living, which is also formerly Bloom Field, now Bloom Community, and then we have our Bloom at Bluffton and Bloom at Hilton Head communities.
What type of activities are available for the residents?
Well, our activities actually have a lot of personalizing for residents that move in. We try to keep their day-to-day activities that they enjoy participating, whether it be family, faith, as simple as going shopping. I also like to introduce them to new activities that inspire them. We've actually recently had a ribbon cutting ceremony and opened up our new gift shop. And that the residents get to deliberate on what they want to do with those funds. And one of the most recent purchases they've done is purchased a 2-seater Deuce Coupe, which is part of our exercise program, as well as just having fun.
I was going to say, how fun.
They do, they love it. And actually, we brought you a gift on behalf of the residents to show you the different items that they make, and they'd like to invite you to stop by.
So they actually make these?
They make the flower pens, and there's also some jewelry in there for you that
fabulous.
are handmade by the residents.
Wow.
And it's very fulfilling to them to just get together and make those items so that people can come by and purchase things from our gift shop.
Oh, so actually the things that the residents are making are available for purchase.
Yes.
Oh, that's very unique as well.
Yes.
So tell us about your management teams.
I wanted to stress Jaziel, our activities. What she does is she really focuses on creating, like, everybody, their best self comes out because they move in. It's not normally an ideal situation. Nobody thinks, hey, when I grow up, man, I can't wait to get to assisted living.
Right.
But so they're moving in on not the best of terms, but then Jaziel gets to know the resident and creates a program just for them. And that's really what I think she does well. And then Artie, our chef, our whole management team is great, but Artie, our chef, really focuses on, it's hard to, 44 different taste buds want 44 different things, or 60 or 100. And he really focuses on getting to know what the residents want to eat and how they want to eat it. And then he focuses on, let's make our meals that way.
And quickly, so if people are wanting to contact you to get more information, they can do that via website, via the phone number?
Yes, ma'am. Our website is bloomseniorliving.com, or our phone number is 342-5599, or our Bluffton community is 815-2555.
Or they can just stop in.
That's right.
Especially in the gift
Together
shop.
We Bloom gift shop.
Right, and you don't have to make an appointment to come see us. Just come on in.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we will be right back with Talk of the Town.